Moon circumference area is 11,000 kilometer and its diameter is 3,475 kilometer, and it has a gravitational pull of 1 by 6th of Earth. How much gravitational pull it has? More than 1 by 6th of Earth. And it's around the Earth. It has a elliptical orbit. So the distance upper G is a distance from Earth to Moon is upper G, and the minimum distance is perigee. The minimum distance is approximately 364 kilometers. All other satellites except Charon have a size of below 1/8 of Mother Planet. So the satellite Charon has more satellites take 27 days, 7 hours, 43 minutes. So it takes 27 days, 7 hours, 43 minutes to complete one revolution. It rotates on its own axis to complete one revolution. We can see only one side because of it is having a elliptical. It is in elliptical in direction. So we can only see the highlands, which looks like dark patches in the Moon, and the highest mountain in the Moon is Lebanese Mountain, which is very high. It is situated on the south pole. Moon is approximately Moon has no atmosphere, no twilight, or no sound. Moon takes 1.3 seconds. So how much seconds it takes to reach the Earth? And it has a low albedo. What is low albedo? The amount of sunlight reflected back, which is called low albedo. It reflects only 7% and rest is absorbed to Earth. So how much it reflects? It reflects 7% and almost all it is absorbed by the Earth. The first person to reach Moon was Neil Armstrong, then Buzz Aldrin, who reached Moon on July 20, 1969 on Apollo and set a foot on July 21, 1969. Where he kept the foot, the spot is called Sea of Tranquility. So let's discuss some facts about the Moon. Distance of the Earth is 382,200 kilometer, and the speed of revolution around the Earth is 3,680 kilometers per hour. Now look at asteroids. So what are asteroids? Asteroids are a series of small planets. These are series of small planets or fragments of planets lying between Mars and Jupiter. So this is Mars and this is Jupiter. So the small fragments of planets lying between Jupiter and Mars. So Jupiter has so much of gravity, so it doesn't allow to go out of the universe. So these particles just move or revolve around between these planets, between Mars and Jupiter. They are too small to retain the atmosphere. So they are very small. They cannot have atmosphere of their own, and they are matter that it is pulled from it. They do not collide because the gravity of Jupiter pull them apart from each other. So Jupiter has so much gravity that it pulls from each other, so they do not collide. It is composed of water, and in these small fragments it is composed of rock, dust, and metal. It has a center of rock or metal core containing eventually become a solid. The largest object in the asteroid belt is Ceres, which is 950 kilometer of diameter. It has been under dwarf planet. planet category. So next is our comet. Comet, it has a head and tail, and which originate comet. Comets have a head and a tail. So it is originated, it gets closer to, it originates when it gets closer to the sun. The tail is 20 or 30 miles per kilometer, million kilometer long, and it's a force erected by the solar wind and radiation. So the comets can originate into a huge cloud which is called Oort cloud. It can originate into a cloud which is called Oort cloud, and Halley's comet, which reappears every 60. So Halley's comet, which appears every 76 years, and the comet Shoemaker-Levy 9 which collided with Jupiter in July 16, 21, 1994. So it's clear that comets are small fragments. It has a head and tail which comes closer to sun, which becomes a head and tail, and the tail is which is 20 to 30 million kilometer per hour, and some comets which forms like a cloud which are called Oort cloud, and meteorites which are called shooting stars. Meteor or shooting stars, these are probably the same, which are the remains of comets. When comet burst out, the remaining particles in the they scatter into the solar system and burns due to friction. Sometimes unusual number of meteorites can be rapid succession and display a meteor shower, and passes through a swarm of meteorites. The largest known is 70 ton, which landed in Ambion. So what are the meteors? Are shooting stars which are remnants. These are the remnants of comets, and which burn out. What happens? It burn out when it contact with, which are in reach with in our environment. The largest known as 70 tons, which landed in Namibia. Coming to Earth. Earth is called a blue planet, which is denser of all planets. It has more density. What does it mean? It has more density, and its perihelion means nearest to Earth. Nearest to Sun. Earth nearest to Sun, we call it as perihelion. And on January 3rd every year January 3rd, it is near to Sun, which is 147 million kilometers. Aphelion, which is farthest. Earth is farthest from Sun. And when it is distance of 152 million kilometers. So this is called perihelion and aphelion. The shape of the Earth is oblate, spheroid, oblate, ellipsoid. So it's almost spherical in shape. Our Earth is not in round shape, which is spherical in shape. So it has rotation or daily movement, revolution which revolve around the sun, rotation which spins on its own axis, imaginary axis, 23 hours, 56 minutes and 40.91 seconds to make one rotation. And rotation velocity of the equator is 1,667 kilometer. Earth, what happens due to Earth revolution? Why is it necessary? From Earth rotation, what we are getting? From Earth rotation, what happens is days and nights, and the difference of 1 hour meridian which is 15 apart, and the direction of wind and ocean currents, rise and fall of tides. So rise and fall of tides. Earth's rotation, look at the Earth's rotation. Earth rotation is 23 hours, 56 minutes and 40.91 seconds. Due to Earth rotation, we got day and nights. So we're having day and night, and we have a 1 hour meridian. It's 1 hour meridian apart from, and due to Earth's rotation, we have wind direction. Due to Earth's rotation, change in direction of wind and ocean currents, right? And the rise and fall of tides every day. Next is, and the longest day in the northern hemisphere is June 21 and the shortest is 22 December. Days and nights are almost equal in equator. In equator, the days and nights are equal. Revolution. So the Earth is in elliptical orbit around, this is our sun, and so Earth is in elliptical orbit. It rotates around the sun with an average velocity of 29.79 kilometers per second. 29.79 kilometers per second. It takes 365 days to complete 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes, 45.51 second to complete. So every extra day, every fourth year, we call it as a leap year or a leap day. Leap day. So the revolution, due to revolution, we have changes of season. So changes of seasons and variation of length and day. Variation of length and day. Different terms and shifting of wind belts. Shifting of wind belts due to revolution, and determination of latitude. Determination of latitude. So then seasons is a period in which divided as a result of climatic changes. Spring starts on March 21st and directly overhead of the equator. The summer on June 21st. Autumn on September 21.